guys, it is me, Bats.
Hi, me Wiss.
And yeah, welcome back to another podcast.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has actually been a while, but we've got, we wanted to try and keep away from each other until, lockdown restrictions became better. You know, that we have been doing podcasts recently on Discord, but Discord's not good
really
enough.
Not that good.
And it's not that good, really, when you can do it face-to-face.
Yeah, we've been told we can start seeing each other on the 12th. I know it's technically not the 12th today, it's not until
But Bubbles,
Monday.
they've opened up Bubbles now.
So that's even better for us because we need to be part of the podcast.
Yeah.
It's been mad, but the lockdown rules are calming down, which is mad.
Yeah. And obviously, both of us have got our COVID jabs, so
that
we are now
hurt like a bitch, by the way.
Yeah, even it hurt me. It's as well, the fact that I was I
Did
was
you see the size of the needle? By the way?
No, because I was sat down, talking to the lad that was doing it. I was like, aye, friend. He was like, right, you can leave. Didn't feel that, but then a couple of days, my arm here was just aching, couldn't sleep on it, and now that I felt a little bit flu symptoms.
At least he didn't have to go to work the next fucking day. Literally, my arm was killing, and I work for a taxi company that open and shut the door constantly, and this is me good arm as well, you know?
Yeah.
So, it was horrible, but the needle's this big. Oh, I meant to tell you, I did COVID job. A COVID test.
Oh yeah, I've done one before.
A self-testing one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when they... sticking the swab in your gob and then up your nose, and then you had to put the thing on the thing that looked like a pregnancy test.
Well, I didn't do that. I did the one where I had to send it over the proper one.
We've got self-home ones.
Yeah, but I did one I think it was in November.
So I have to do one every week for work. Because obviously I work with kids.
Yeah.
So I did one this week and it was negative, so that's a good thing.
But we had the kind of little bit of symptoms, so then we went to, and then we got the contact. We'll contact them. We emailed. We requested one from the government website. Got sent here and I got sent and it looked like a piss pot fucking tester. Urine sample, I swear to God, right, with a little tiny bit of liquid inside it. I'm saying, now someone pissed in this. Anyway, right, so, and it gives us this fucking long ass fucking one-sided it looks like something cotton bud. It was about this big, right, and then there was a package, and then there was there was a contamination bag inside it, right, and then you had to build the box. Build the box, and then you had to literally had to stick the swab in your mouth and then up your nose, right, and then snap it, and then do that, right, and then put it, and then you had to put this kind of sponge that you got inside the bag so it didn't leak, and it was just for fuck's sake.
How long did it take you to get your results back?
2 days.
It took me 30 seconds to get mine.
Yeah, 30 seconds, but we had to send it off and do it properly.
When I went to put it up my nose, which by the way, yes, Connor's right, it's that big. It says you can put it up your nose until you start feeling pressure. Yeah. And I was sitting there trying not to sneeze.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. I felt that that feeling of getting pressure there for 4 days after.
It's awful.
It's awful, but we had to do it.
But at least I've done one because I was worried because I had a sore throat. It just was now.
Put in the comments, guys, if you either had your flu vaccine, your COVID vaccine, or a COVID test.
Or at least done a test.
Or at least done a test.
I literally know a lot of people that watch this that have done a test because one of the kids I pick up from school gets one every week.
Yeah,
so
they have to. Yeah.
So it's you was telling us how awful it is.
Imagine every single week you have to test.
You have to test yourself for COVID. And not only that, they'll have to test kids with disabilities that don't understand. Can you imagine trying to hold down somebody that doesn't understand and shoving it on their nose? Someone was our niece.
Yeah,
she was telling us. What?
She's on the channel. Well, she's on the gaming channel.
She's been on the gaming channel. She's telling us that she'd hate to do one because you know. Yeah. Anyway, I have topics.
Yes.
To talk about.
I think we know what the first topic is. And I went right and literally So if you haven't been living under a rock recently,
or you haven't just watched YouTube news,
right? If you've been living under a rock recently, you wouldn't have known this. But we're going to talk about James Charles, and actually on a recent podcast that we did.
yeah.
I'm gonna have a look which one it was.
Actually, it's weird because I've been saying this for a long time. Because when he did his beef with Tati,
yeah,
right? She had even said. So did Jeffree Star, which by the way is another paedophile.
Yeah.
Jeffree Star had outed him and said that he was flirting with younger men.
Right. So, literally, 18th podcast. And the podcast was called "Is James Charles Innocent?" And we were saying, and both of us said yes, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it turns out that there has been more people coming forward, more underage boys.
Was it lads or lasses?
Lads, because he's gay.
Underage lads. I tell you.
And all that coming forward and say that, right? And yes, yeah, right. In the apology was awful. Like if you watch that apology video, he explained that he was right. And one thing which really annoyed me was he said he was using his FYP and his explore page on TikTok and Instagram as a dating website, known for a fine fact that TikTok, the majority of people on TikTok is underage. So that kind of red flag straight away and all that. And then
it's not just him though. There's so many
YouTubers.
But
and all that, right? But then he was just saying, he keeps saying in his apology videos that he says, and it's like that people lied about his age. I said, yes, they are going to lie about their age to talk to you. You are a celebrity. You are more. You're more than a celebrity now because you were hanging around with Kylie Jenner, Iggy Azalea, and all that. So you are now a celebrity. So people are going to lie about you to talk to you.
Yeah.
And if you're going to lie about themselves to talk to you, that's going to be a fact. You need, and there was one to, right, and I'm going. Keemstar literally did it was like speed run to show you that it was speed run to show James Charles how fast it would be to know his age, and it took him 3 seconds. 3 seconds. It was probably a time where you had to click the message button to message him. You could have done that first, and it would have been 6 seconds.
These YouTubers are getting away with it too fucking fast.
They're getting away with way too fast because they've even got a bit of money, or they've got the following, or they've got the following that either sticks behind them, which I shouldn't. Like for instance, like Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson is one of them.
It's not
things that he should be in prison.
It's not just Shane. Look at how many people out there like R. Kelly and fucking Jeffrey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Jeffrey, other one.
Epstein.
They got away with it for so long.
No, but Jeffrey Epstein didn't get away with it.
Not for so long, but he was getting away with it for
he was getting away with it, but he didn't get away with it. But then
at the end, he ended up in jail. But
then he killed himself.
But Prince Andrew got away with it.
Oh, Prince Andrew. Oh yeah. I went there. At the time I was at a Pizza Express in London.
When literally there's been people...
When at the time when he said there, they looked at there and he wasn't there.
It's such as that people have come out who've actually met him and Jeffrey that have just said he was there. He was sitting there getting massages off her, which is disgusting, by the way.
I know. It's just,
but Shane Dawson isn't just the start of it. Shane, there's James Charles, there's fucking Jeffree Star, there's Destry Smith. If nobody knows who Destry Smith is, basically he's a friend of Shane's who did top 10s that I used to watch for years because I loved his top 10s and the fact that he was over the top. Not gay, but he's over the top. And it turns out that
I don't know him, so I'm learning this.
He's actually a paedophile because one of the other YouTubers I watch is called Curtis Price. Big up him, by the way. Because I got a like on his video. By the way, I was so excited. He pulled out the video and showed Wall that he was a pedo, which was shit.
Yeah.
I comment underneath. I can't believe it. I've been watching them for years, and you like me comment. I was like, yes.
Yeah, but it's like there's so many. There's so many like YouTubers now.
Why can't YouTubers just be nice? People that run it.
To be able to be a YouTuber, to be able to even earn money off YouTube and all that, and to even to make, you should literally to be able to make an account on YouTube, you should have
should have a what do you call it? CBR check?
DBR check.
DBR check, which is basically checking if you've got a criminal record.
But that will be a whole thing of, they might not have been convicted yet. Yes, I know that, but it gets away from other people, and you should this is why as well that YouTube for kids, all the videos that are on YouTube for kids should stay on YouTube for kids and not go onto proper YouTube.
I understand
to attract kids.
Which, by the way, I'm so sorry to Money Summer for buying you that James Charles palette when I did, because I didn't realise. Because none of the news had came out about him being a pedo. And I had bought it on his actual website. I felt like a tit.
No, but no one knew. It was a kind of thing going. Yes, one mistake. Yes, you find out that someone lies. Yes, one mistake. But then happening again. And they're not replying. Happening again, not replying. Happening again after the after the fifth person come out. That's when you make an apology going, oh, I'm sick of these. And the fact is, the funniest thing was, it was so quiet as well. And that's a manipulation technique of you. It's kind of very sweet and subtle and all that. And the fact is as well, he was smiling about it.
The fact that when
weird.
Tarty come out with it, right? I just thought, oh fuck that, it's just beef. I thought, oh fuck that.
It's just a vitamin. It's just because he promoted someone else's vitamins.
There's no way James Charles would do that. He's too sweet and innocent. And then when you find out it actually is true, it makes you feel sick. It made me feel so sick. I cannot believe a gay man like him that was so positive is such a twat.
And it's like
he made girls feel good about themselves.
I know.
It's shit. I hate YouTubers that do that. That use that platform for fucking sex.
Aye, it's awful. The fact is, for instance, you've got so many ways to there's so many ways to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend. There's so many ways to do that and not using fans or exploiting them or something, or there are so many different ways. The fact is he's not looking at the right places because I'm not gay, but he is a decent looking guy.
Oh, he is.
Right?
I mean,
he's got money as well.
He's friends with Kylie Jenner. How the fuck did she not get him a boyfriend?
Yes, that's what I mean, right? So
surely there's a gay man out there that would date him.
Yes, but the fact is, then that means he's looking for so long, right? Which makes me think: is his ideal man or boy? I'm hyping the word boy because is it younger? Is he looking for younger people? Which he is 21.
Which, by the way, is already quite young to me.
Yes, 20. He is a young lad. Anyway, I know I'm 23, but you know what I mean.
You're still older than him.
I know that's what I mean.
Still mad to me, because to me, when I look at James Charles, you don't think he's 21.
No, but that's what I mean. He obviously with the whole thing as well, where he catfished. Did you know this? Anyway, when he was in school, he catfished. Dressed up as a girl and catfished his school's football team, American football team, and all that for nudes, right? And there was a whole scandal about that in them years, right? And then the same time he posted a picture going somewhere about the captain of a team and all that, in there, right? And then he did that.
So that means when Jeffree Star was bitching on about him, saying that he manipulated men.
Yeah.
He manipulated a waiter, apparently.
Manipulated a waiter. This is what I mean, right? He thinks.
It just makes you cringe.
Me personally, I think he thinks because of his following, because now he is famous, he can do what he wants.
But didn't he come out, right, and say that his friends were saying that he went up to men and say, "Oh, I'm famous."
Yeah.
But apparently, according to him, that was just a joke between him and his friends.
No, but it kind of like even if it is, it's a wrong thing to do. Thinking that because you're famous, someone is going to turn their sexuality and start a relationship with you. That's like, that if you're thinking about that is wrong. It's totally wrong.
You shouldn't even be pursuing people that are younger
No.
than 16.
There is something called consent. Even though it's got nothing to do with sexually, there's something called consent. There's a relationship consent as well.
You actually have to like someone or be at least attracted to them to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, James, but it's just the way it is.
Like the fact is as well. And
James, you're probably not even watching this.
He said in his apology video that he goes for older or the same age men. But then when he went on the Logan Paul podcast, Impulsive, when he was on there, he said he doesn't tend to go for older guys. He's not attracted to older guys. He's attracted to younger guys, and he goes to the minimum. But what is his minimum? Because
to us, isn't it like 16?
If 16 is minimum to be in a relationship. No,
with.
right. Consent in the UK is 16, but that is way too young.
I think there should be at least 18, but whatever.
In America, it's 18. So he's 21. So he's basically looking between 2 years. So 3 years. In that 3 years, apparently, but no. But why is it 16 and 17?
I'm sorry.
And all that.
Can I interrupt for a second because that reminds us of Anissian.
Yeah, Anissian.
Sorry, by the way, Discovery Plus has an amazing documentary on him. You need to watch it. It's fucking fantastic.
But all I'm gonna say, but Chris though did,
What, his friend?
No.
No.
What's his name?
Dom.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. What's his name? Chris Hansen. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying Chris Hansen was bugging him and all that and harassing him for money.
That was in the documentary.
It was. The fact is, I've right. Oh yeah.
Chris Hansen was in the documentary, by the way.
Yeah.
But even the documentary had said that Chris Hansen was harassing him to come on his show for relevancy and the fact that they want to get this story out.
No, but it wasn't even that though. It's for his gain only.
Shyla, which was one of his girlfriends, she was on it, which by the way she looks fabulous now.
Yeah.
But even me mum, which isn't into this YouTube stuff, had even said the stuff he did to her was disgraceful. Yeah.
So we're going to move on from James Charles because that's all I want. That's all we can talk about.
Let's move on to Logan Paul since I want to talk about him.
Right. But look, right. Logan Paul's been on telly recently for two things. One was he appeared on The Masked Singer. He was the purple monster, I think. The pink monster with a mustache.
I've seen on TikTok.
Thanks. Anyway. But wait, and did
you actually watch it?
No, but I watched a couple of YouTube videos of it.
Was he singing shit?
He's actually an alright singer, but
could you tell it was him?
Yes, you can definitely tell it was him. By him singing it, when when he was when he sung Handlebars.
Handlebars?
With no, I can fuck your bitch with no handlebars.
Oh.
No handlebars. That one. You can definitely tell because him singing that and all the other songs that he's made. That is him. But Nicole Scherzinger, you've got Ken.
I love Ken.
Ken.
He's mint.
Robin Thicke.
Oh God.
And someone else just did not know. And to be fair, if I they aren't really into a YouTuber, so he was basically going to win. He would not win that. He was basically going to get found out very easy because they were thinking like people like I forgot who it was, but they were thinking like proper actors. But they were like, oh yeah, I'm an actor, and he's like, no, you're not. You appeared on one movie which was shit, Airplane Mode, which is basically the shittest film ever because it was all the fucking big viners which weren't even funny, and created Airplane Mode, which all I want to say, Snakes on the Plane was better.
Was Logan Paul the one that was in that Disney show?
No, that was Jake Paul.
That was Jake.
Bizarre Varg. No.
Never mind. But Logan Paul hasn't really been an actor, really,
no,
has he?
No, hasn't been an actor, but apparently he's an actor, a boxer, YouTuber, a musician.
What's next? Is he going to turn out that he's a wrestler since he's been on SmackDown? I cannot believe this, right? By the way, I'm a big wrestling fan. And when Sami Zayn, which is a wrestler, which has crazy ginger hair and a crazy ginger beard, he comes on and he says he's bringing Logan Paul on because he's got a conspiracy theory to show him. It was ridiculous. I flipped at my boyfriend because I said I was done with SmackDown. I was sick of it because that's why they brought Logan Paul on. But the whole time he was just sitting there like, what do I do? What do I say?
Yeah, I don't think.
It was our dad.
Carry on.
You're gonna have to bring him back.
I will.
Anyway,
but carry on.
Logan Paul, basically what he did is he came on and he spoke to Sami about his conspiracy theories. And he was sitting there nervous the whole time, and then Kevin Owens came on, stunned Sami Zayn right in front of his face, and the whole time he was just staring at Kevin like,
Yeah.
And apparently he's going to WrestleMania now. Biggest event in WWE history. Oh, by the way, which has people in it. Actual fans standing in the stands.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Biggest event, and they're gonna have Logan Paul on it. Great, I
Yeah.
was fucking sick. I was like, oh my god, why are you bringing the worst YouTuber I hate on SmackDown?
No, right, and then it was weird because when I seen a little clip of it on TikTok, and I was just sitting there going, right, he doesn't fit on the in that scenario. So, like, say you got to, but I know why he's there though, because what he wants to do, when he was on the Masked Singer, and because of if you know, and it was like near enough December last year, it was announced that he was going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. And that was like a most maddest fight because Mayweather is 51 and 50 and 0 or 51 and 0, and it was like how he's never going to accept the fight, and he did accept the fight, and it was going to be on my birthday, which was the 20th of February. It was going to be on my birthday, and then by the 1st of February it got moved. It got moved a bit to when was it, April, and then that got moved again, and it hasn't been postponed yet. Hasn't been announced yet. So what he wants to do, because I think Mayweather's lost interest in the fight, but obviously Logan wants this fight, so I think he's appearing on everything, so then he becomes more relevant into mainstream media. So then,
and is Floyd Mayweather English or American?
American, from Florida.
I'm not being funny, but he's from Florida, and that's where WrestleMania is gonna be.
Yeah, that's why he wants to do it.
He wants to go to WrestleMania, obviously, to.
And he knows for a fine fact that that Mayweather's kids like wrestling.
Obviously.
So what he's going to do if Mayweather, and I think what's going to happen, and what
uses his tiny brain.
No, but what I think is going to happen then is the fact is that Floyd Mayweather is going to be asked to come backstage, and then the new fight is going to come out, and it's going to come out on WrestleMania.
Which would be mad because that would actually happen.
It would actually happen because
Vince, please Use your brain.
No, but the fact is, like, because he will do that. Like, that's what I mean.
I want
like,
to see Floyd kick his arse.
like, because the fact is, it would be like, you know, do you want to do a boxing match or do you want to do a WWE fight?
Which, by the way, would be mad.
Which, like, all
you
all
have to
like,
actually be trained to do it.
like with the whole McGregor and Mayweather fight, like the fact is, Mayweather kicked his ass, kicked Conor McGregor's ass, but if you know, if
Logan's ass.
but if Mayweather had a fight with Conor McGregor in MMA, it would be totally different.
The only thing is, I have a theory that maybe Logan might get involved with a fight with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Please stun on him as hard as you can, because I just want to get him knocked out.
Yeah.
Him and fucking Roman Reigns can piss off.
So, in another news, we're speaking about Logan Paul. Now we're going to speak about his brother, Jake Paul, because he's having a fight this month.
Oh, with who?
With Ben Askren.
Who the fuck's he?
He's an MMA fighter.
Oh,
but
is not this TikTok thing that's being done?
No, it's not that. It's a totally different event.
But I've seen it.
I know, but I'm saying, but this is different. And they already had a press conference, and it was funny because it was like this going.
Is this where you got slapped?
Yes, but they were sitting down on each side, right? And it was just like going. Jake Paul was like, I'm representing YouTube, and it's like, you're fucking not. You're representing YouTube. Do you think YouTube is going to get behind what you're doing right now? Fuck this.
It's like, you know, it was so funny watching him talk about Logan, the guy that he's fighting.
Yeah.
Because he could see Jake just getting so pissed off. And then it was the whole slap.
Yeah, no, it was like, because he was like, you know, because then when Ben Askren started talking, he was like, how does it feel that you're trying to copy your brother's footsteps? And he was like, you and Jake Paul was like, you asked on Instagram what roast to say, and that was the top comment. Well, yes, he won because right. Because if you get what you mean, right, he's asking his fans to roast you. He is not roasting you. He's being calm and collective. What Ben Askren's doing, he's basically putting a message into his mind that he's nothing.
Basically,
that Jake Paul is nothing. That he can just like that. But he wants to get into his head that he wants it and then he doesn't. Like, that's the whole thing, because he wants to get into Jake Paul's head, because Jake Paul wants to be on top. He apparently thinks he's God. He thinks he's he's the shit, but he's not.
But with Jake, the thing is about him and his brother, if you had watched, as much as I don't like Shane Dawson anymore.
Yeah.
Shane Dawson's documentary about him was mad, because Logan and Jake have always been head to head. Yeah. Always been trying to step up to each other. No,
like even on Vine, they started off because Logan Paul started a Vine account, and then Jake Paul then got one because he wanted to see if he can get more followers.
Exactly
on Vine.
Just give it a couple of years and he'll be on wrestling.
Literally, right? Like, all I'm going to say, right, is yes. Me personally, yes. Jake Paul has won more fights than Logan. It doesn't make him a better boxer than him, and it doesn't make him a good boxer at all, because he fights because what he does is the oldest trick in the book in boxing. What he does is he changes stance. He changes stance during everything, so it puts off the opponent, which makes them stumble a bit, and then he uses that there. And he does that to day-to-day life. He uses people and then shuts them down when he doesn't need them anymore.
Yeah. Typical use how that
like you've done to Alyssa Violet. Like you've done to Erica. Like you've done to everybody else. That like you've done to the Martinez twins.
Seen anyone right now?
No, I don't think so.
Probably no surprise.
Like, in the fact is, right, Like, all I'm going to say, right, he's turned into a bigger dick now than he's ever been before. Like, all I'm going to say, he was tolerable when he was, like, in Team 10, releasing Everyday Bro. Which was shit, but it was controllable. And it was like, it was tolerable. It was like, ugh, he's just, ugh. Now he's got one of them faces, and he's got one of them personalities that you just want to punch all over.
Mention Jay. We should talk about KSI, since I love him so much.
Right.
Hey, if you're watching KSI, I fucking love you for a start, right? And I watched you on Bake Off, it was shit. How dare you? How very dare you not be able to bake properly?
Right, you didn't watch the first kind of Bake Off video that he did? It was on Chunks' channel. Because he's got this kind of like knockoff Bake Off thing. But it's not that. It's basically... Philly's sister is a professional chef. And so she had £10 to cook a meal. And he had £1,000 to cook a meal. And the help was from another professional chef. That was like £500 for a little help, for 10 minutes of help from a professional chef.
Yeah.
And then and that's what you mean to help him to make a meal.
Right.
And he failed that one too.
It's just the fact when I watched it on TikTok, what happened was he got his thingy out the oven.
Yeah.
And went to flip it, and it just went everywhere.
I know.
Oh my god, KSI, what you doing, man?
Well, like I don't like his new song, and the only reason why I don't like his new song is because I do not like Youngblood. And Youngblood, to me, like I know for a fine fact that I am not wrong in this situation, because there is multiple people on Twitter, like on thing that said this happened, and the fact is that, and the reason why the music industry is still letting him in is disgusting, but. Youngblood is exactly the same as like Shane Dawson, not really Shane Dawson, but exactly the same as James Charles. He has messaged and sent pictures to an underage girl.
But in my sense, I do like the song, but I don't like corpses. I'm sorry, I do love.
I don't like
corpse.
I don't like.
I love corpse.
I like corpse, but I'm like his music, but I don't like MGK.
His new
Fuck
song,
MGK.
His new song has MGK in it. You do realise that MGK got dissed by Eminem? He shouldn't even be anywhere near your song. He destroyed it. I hate him. Can't believe how much you give him on that song. You do realise most of that song's MGK. It's not even Corpse. Corpse got 2 words.
But KSI though, KSI.
Oh, he's doing so well though.
No, but but KSI recently though, I think he went off Twitter.
He quit Twitter, didn't he?
He quit Twitter because the cancel culture is so bad at the minute. Like, yes, cancel culture is a good thing when you've got people like, when you've got people like James Charles.
Yeah.
And other people that deserve to get cancelled. But not like, people who laugh at a racist joke who's not even racist.
Stop.
Literally, what there was a YouTuber, I've forgotten his name, but what he was like, there was a joke said about the KKK, something about the KKK, and he was like,
black.
No, there's a white YouTuber, and he heard a joke on something about the KKK, and then he was like, I wouldn't, what we said. And he was like, that's what was it? He said that's a bit that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? Like how is he getting away with that? That's all he said.
It's just ridiculous. It's cancel culture. Trying to cancel Eminem.
And then Gen Z.
Why? You do realise that there's people out there that grew up like me and Connor, who used to watch South Park in Little Britain, all them things.
Yeah, speaking about that, right, we're going to talk about Little Nas next. Little Nas next.
Which?
Little Nas X.
We'll talk about them, but South Park is still running.
I know.
How can you sit there?
This is going to lead into it, right? So if you don't know, if you don't know about if you're living under a rock, again.
I love Little Nas.
Right. Lil Nas X created a song called forgot.
Which is all over TikTok, by the way.
Which is all over everything, right? And what really got him in the thing because of his shoes first. Because he released the Nike shoes.
That was made out of human blood.
but technically it's not really Nike because he hasn't done a deal with Nike. They're just Nike trainers and he's put blood in them.
Yeah, but that's what's the point. Nike were pissed off. They were like, how fucking dare you?
Yes. So
we don't own this. We will sue you.
So basically Nike's won it and he has to. But anyway,
stupid.
Right? It's a bit stupid, but you know what I mean. But for the music video though.
Apparently.
No, but the music video.
And I've watched it all.
I have.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Apparently there's butt plugs and everything in it.
There isn't?
Somebody like paused it and there was like butt plug flying.
There must have been, I didn't see it. But it's like, but obviously, right, if you need to watch it, because I'm not going to explain it, but it's actually a good, you know, like, music video.
Right.
And the music, in the meaning behind the music, the meaning behind the song is powerful. You know what it's about.
I know it's like, I know I'd seen the video where you like pole dances out doing that.
But did you see the other bit?
The one where you start dancing with the devil?
Yeah.
I knew we did that because a lot of people on Twitter
yeah.
have been...
I'm going to tell that tweet in a second. But I'm saying, but the meaning behind the song is basically him growing up, knowing that he was gay, and trying to, you know, tell everybody that when his family's religious. That's it.
It's like, you'll go to hell for that.
Yes. And he's like, okay, I'm going to hell then.
Whatever.
And then
I'll dance with the devil.
So this is him basically going to hell, and then he ends up becomes the devil because he snaps the devil's neck when he's giving him a lap dance and then puts on the thing.
Okay.
I'll show you the video after this. But yeah, like, Dad watched it.
Oh no.
he enjoyed it.
Really?
He was like,
our dad's like very old fashioned, by the way.
Short the stew.
Oh, I would, you know. I literally would. He would cry.
I know. But anyway, right, but it's good music video and a good song. Like, I really...
But are you going to tell them what we seen?
What?
The meme that was like how very dare you flip at Little Nas X for making this video.
You know, basically, right, you see, right, but then people was like, you know, so if you're worried, it says this, if you're worried about your kids growing up with Little Nas X, lap dancing the devil, we have, you're alright because we grew up with the devil being in a homosexual relationship with Saddam Hussein in South Park, and it was like,
it was an abusive relationship as well, man. It was the best.
Don't drink alcohol, kids.
Yeah,
it's not safe.
Maybe drinking beer, like, you're not allowed to do that. Anyway, but I can't believe that laddie thought, oh, you know what I'll do? Not only will I release this controversial song for all the cancel culture to have go at us for, I'll release some shoes for Nike to flip at and all.
Yeah.
He didn't want to just make a song, he wanted to push it a little bit forward. Why couldn't he have just left it at the song? He had to push the trainers as well, didn't he? But congrats on that, it was best.
No, but like, it's weird, right? Because it's like, you know, like from 2019 when he made a song with Billy Ray Cyrus, Old Town Road.
Which was
from then, which is a good song, to that he's totally changed his music.
Which is
a little bit, but I think it's good.
Which, by the way, leads me to another comment. GLS, what the fuck do you think of him? Sorry, but I'm gonna rage. I'm a GLS fan. I was gonna buy tickets.
It's only two of them. You know. It's only JB and Arisha.
Right. I'm sorry, like, but
because Marvin's doing one show, not the one show. Marvin's doing Good Morning Britain, and with Rochelle, and Aston was on Masked Singer,
which I called, by the way.
Yeah.
But I was gonna buy tickets to come see you. Just thought I'd let you know. Until Connor showed us the shit song that you made. You're a twat, how dare you? You do realise I've been a fan since I was little.
Sorry, though.
What are you doing?
going from
Prince Philip and DMX is the next on the list.
So today we're recording this on the 9th of April. We're basically, there's some bad news. First off, Prince Philip has died.
Which a lot
really
of people,
bad.
A lot of people feel sad. And a lot of people.
No, but like I feel I kind of like, it's not really guilty, but I feel like, you know, by
I feel so
like,
bad for the poor Lizzie.
but I feel like it's weird because I feel disgust, like, not a little bit. The memes were funny, but the memes about going. This is what I reckon. Like, say the ones. This is what I reckon that's going to kill off Prince Philip, and it's just these things they going, like the smell of what was it? Like just normal things like air or something. And then, then a week later he dies. It's just.
I've seen a meme that was like me hungover, and it was a Prince Philip picture, and it was just like
but then
Call of Duty Zombie Prince Philip picture, and it's like yes, we get it. He looked dead when he come out of hospital, but you don't take the piss out of the boat. The boat could have had you killed. To be fair,
yeah, but that's a bit.
But there's one person I've got to thank. And that's Russell Howard, because the amount of times that he made Prince Charles and Prince Philip sound hilarious. Oh my god, you've got it updated.
I know.
Is that like Daz Games and his fucking low disk space?
No disk space.
Which, by the way, he got rid of.
Because he probably had to delete things off his SSD.
But yes, poor Prince Philip, Jesus.
And another
person. At least he died in '99.
Yeah. But no, but the fact is, like, if he would have stayed alive a couple of months, he would have turned 100.
And then got a card off the Queen.
Would have got a card of his wife. The only card he gets of his wife is the 100th birthday. Aye. Anyway, no, but I'm saying, but then there's another person that has recently died. Like, literally, as just before we started this podcast, I had a look at the news in DMX.
Which, by the way, I didn't realise who it was. Properly, but R.I.P. man, I
the rapper,
believe it.
Like, he died after having a heart attack after I went in hospital a week ago for an overdose.
It's alright if I mention someone.
I
know you don't like Friday Night Dinner, but a lot of people that I know that watch it, the dad of Friday Night Dinner is called Martin.
Yeah.
And he died recently, and I was heartbroken because that show is my niece's favourite.
I'm not a big fan of that. I thought it wasn't funny, but
she's
I'm not.
12.
And I'm saying, it's like, I'm not a big fan of that, but I still like appreciate, like, because he was in another, like, he was in a couple of other things that were funny.
But it's the
not
fact
Friday
that
Night Dinner.
She's 12, and not only has family members died because of stuff, but now she has this.
Yeah.
And it's so bad when your character in a program actually dies in real life, because we know what that's like.
Yeah.
We've had so many celebrities die that have been in TV shows that we've watched when we were younger. Jesus. So many.
Yeah.
I wonder if Rosie and Jim are still alive. Are they?
No, I'm gonna have a look.
Have a look. We're having a look. 2 seconds, sorry. I want to say if Rosie and Jim are still alive because I absolutely love them. Might be cutting this one short because I've only got one topic left.
Not really. We can keep.
Can you still get Rosie and Jim, yeah?
Think they're still alive. Yeah.
Yeah? Oh wait, that's good. That's good news. I hope they didn't change it though.
No.
Because, have you seen what they've done? Half those shit. Apparently they've changed Starbase and everything.
I know, it's weird. But going back to apology videos. So we briefly went over the James Charles apology video, and I thought that was terrible. His direction on that was awful. I know that basically didn't really seem like he was, you know, sorry, didn't even seem like remorseful or anything. Just kept the little smiling, and all that. But nah. But another apology video that's happened, that's been posted in there that I think was genuinely a good apology video, and I genuinely think that this guy is going to work on everything, is David Dobrik. And if you didn't know, the thing what happened was that in 2017 there was a video of him having a couple of girls over, and they were going to like, and it was supposed to be like in our little skit where they invite a couple of girls over, they pretend to basically see which one they're going to have a foursome or something with this lad called Dom, and Dom is going to be very, you know, important in this story. And yeah, one of the lasses got R-worded, sexually assaulted.
Yeah, we'll just say
sexually assaulted by Dom, and everything after that. So then that's recently surfaced, and yeah, shouldn't have happened. And David Dobrik kind of knew it happened, but he was kind of, he knew that it was a bad idea. He knew.
Was it a 13 reasons why kind of thing?
No.
I was gonna say she wasn't drunk, was she?
No.
Oh, thank God for that.
I think she was, but I think, like, you know, there was some kind of alcohol in that involved, but it shouldn't have happened. But it was all him. Did she
not give consent?
I don't know. This is the thing. Like, I don't know the full story.
Jesus.
That's why I'm only saying. But this is allegedly what happened, and after all that, he went to, and then after a couple of years later, and then until now, this is when it comes out. But there was like some other things as well that the vlog squad have done, and like, for instance, everything what, like, say with Big Nick, if you know who Big Nick is.
No.
You know, the little guy, one with the glasses.
Aye.
Him, apparently he like forced to leave. He was like forced to leave. He forced himself to leave the vlog squad because they were kind of bullying him about his size.
Oh, was
too
he
much.
Fat?
No, small.
Oh,
the tiny one.
Tiny.
Yeah. And everything came out there and all that, and what I think has happened to David Dobrik is he's got so much stuff to do and so much, like, he was thinking about the content more than anything, and he should have thought about friends. He doesn't hang on with any of them anymore. That's put him in that situation, and he has lost everything. And I mean, because of everything that's coming out, like, say, even Trisha Paytas has been trying to attack everything he did because of, it's all because that Jason Nash finished with her. That was it.
You know, Trisha Paytas, there will be something out there about her. There will be a time in her life.
There is things. There is a thing that's going on with her that, like, she's kind of, because she was friends with Shane Dawson. And there was a video of Shane Dawson, her and this 15-year-old boy, and she was talking sexually and all that about the things, and how they're going, oh yeah, we're going to have a threesome sort of thing. And how that, it was so weird. No, I'm saying it was so weird of a fucking thing.
Honestly, Trisha Paytas needs to get the fuck off YouTube.
Fun fact. Did you guys know that Trisha Paytas is the lass that's dancing in the Eminem song "We're the Ones Who Made You"?
Yeah, actually, I didn't even realise that until I went back and watched it. Why did you let her on that Eminem? Why? She's filthy.
But anyway, right. So after all that thing, and I think it just got to him where he just kind of forgot, because there's so many things that you had loads of things, loads of brand deals, and he had a nearly £100 million company that he was just starting, and now everything like that is gone because of this. Aye. And I think he says he deserves everything gone. He said he doesn't deserve what he's got now because of it, but he is working towards getting that. So he's taken some time off. He's going to reach out to everybody, and he has reached out to as many people as he can that he's hurt or that he's been around that's been hurt and he hasn't done anything about it. And I think it's very sincere, and I think that they're going too hard on him. Not really too hard. I think the fact is that I think the media that's covering it is being awful towards him about in saying that the apology video was awful when it wasn't. It was very sincere, and I think like the fact he is going to change. Nothing is going to change what happened. But you know, there is something that you can say that there's not. There is going to be a point where there was a point in that thing where everything, where there's so much people can say, and all that, and it's actually going to be genuine sort of thing.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is basically because they want to sell a story. They're just saying, "Oh, it's a bad thing." Even Keemstar agrees with me that it's a genuine. It's a genuine good apology video. He's said everything that he needed to say. He's working towards it, which is a good thing. Which none anybody, all the other apology videos out there online, they haven't done the next step. He has straight away. Like as soon after filming.
Himself off YouTube.
Yeah,
like, literally.
He took himself off YouTube. He said, "I don't want." He said, "I'm going to take myself time to reflect on what's happening," because he did take, after that allegation, he took some time off to reflect on what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it.
Aye.
And then he made the apology video, because he made the first apology video, which wasn't even that good, and was on not his second channel but like a third channel.
All he needs to do was try and get himself.
Like, because all I'm gonna say with that there, nothing's gonna change what's happening, but he can work towards. Of not like do a Logan Paul situation. Like, what Logan Paul did was bad back in 2018, but does everybody talk about it in that kind of sense anymore? Now
Yes.
It's a meme.
Are they?
But I obviously know that sexual assault is not something to meme about, not just something to take the mick out about, but it's going to be talked about, but not as bad as what it is now, if he works towards of changing his image and changing how he works with people.
Some people that do that can't change the way people see them.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's like people that are gonna ridicule, like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He has been put out there as a wife beater, but he's not. And now he will never work in Disney ever again, and it fucking messes me off.
And especially this Disney, like you never work in Disney again because they think he's a wife beater, but Disney are racist Nazis.
Yet he tried to appeal against it, and the judge said it was a fair trial. Are you taking the piss? Fair. There's nothing fair about it, man.
No, it's not fair at all.
Sorry, but Amanda Heard needs to get the fuck out of Justice League and get the fuck out of fucking Aquaman 2 before I get Jason Momoa to actually hit her. Fucking cunt, I hate her.
No, but the fact is, like, she can stay in Aquaman, because I don't watch it, and Aquaman's shit anyway. I watched the first one, it was shit.
Because Amber Heard's in it.
No, but it's not even that.
Did you know she was in Zombieland?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. She's in like the first scene. It's like, thank God she died.
Oh, you know what's funny? The fact is, I was scrolling on. I was during that time when the whole court case is going on, right? I was looking at the feed on Twitter about the Justice for Johnny Depp thing, and it was Mia Khalifa tweeted out going, I literally tweeted hashtag justice for Johnny Depp, and then I get banned, and then I get banned. What was not banned? She gets reported and blocked by Amanda on Twitter.
Good on you. Go out there and show them. Because you know who I'm waiting for to make a statement? Helen Bonham Carter and fucking Tim Burton.
I think
Can't wait for them to lay down the law.
No, but I think they're going to stay out of it because it's technically not their.
But Tim Burton, he's literally his best friend. There's another person, by the way, Marilyn Manson. He has been said that he was beating his wife up.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, his friends were Johnny Depp.
It's weird. We're weird with that.
To be fair, he probably has, considering how sadistic he is. But then again, we don't really know.
Speaking of the man who has removed one of his ribs to suck himself off.
That's not actually true.
Well, to be fair, it actually is.
He was on top.
But it's not. No, but it is true. He does not have the other things.
Oh yeah, but he didn't have it removed.
No, he got it removed because they were cracked so much.
Yeah, but he didn't get it removed to suck himself off.
No, but that's the thing. He got it removed, but then he started doing it.
Obviously. Wait, I'm pretty sure any man that's gay would probably do
He's not gay. I don't even think he's bisexual.
He's bi.
Like I don't even, I think the ratio for him I think the percent I think he's like 60% straight and 40%.
There's no way he's not bi because he's got people out there like Chris from the In This Moment video, you know, the one with the that looks like him. Charlie, they fucked away. At some point.
At some point.
It's somewhere.
Aye.
But has anybody heard from True Geordie?
Yeah, because he does the kick off.
Last time we talked about True Geordie, I said I was gonna marry him.
Do you still want to marry him?
Yeah. I haven't heard from him in a while. Like, he's probably scared of us. I just want KSI or him to notice me. That's all. Literally, I'm not asking for much, fam.
Marination.
True Geordie, you should
This
be
way. It's not secure.
Or
Just released 2 days ago.
there's a radio station.
Just released the podcast 2 days ago, actually.
There's a radio station in Ashton called Coast. You should be on that.
He does post. He did a podcast with James Arthur.
It's probably because I changed my YouTube channel. If you can hear that in the background, that's just cats meowing.
In the kick off.
Can we wrap this up soon? Because
Genuinely, Rory was sat around. We were all just ordering.
Constantly got shit going on. You just
probably because, like I said, I changed my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And like all my subscribers just disappeared. So the other day I had to resubscribe to someone. Because my YouTube was just.
Did you have to resubscribe to CBC Not CBC podcast?
Definitely not.
If you actually haven't already, please subscribe.
Please. Comment as well, as much as you like.
Subscribe to the gaming channel as well.
Yeah, Connor loves gaming.
It's not the fact is that, right? It's the fact is that I'm actually doing really good.
We should try and record a game of 8-ball pool.
I can.
We should do that because that would be mint. Because I started it and I started gaming on it and I'm shit. So I want you to see how shit I am at the game. I
just need you to buy us a HDMI to USB converter. Then we can do it.
What?
An HDMI to USB converter.
I'll do that one. I'll find one somewhere. I like how Bats rings us up one day and tells us that I can buy cat food on Amazon. It's just like, did you know you buy cat food on Amazon?
By subscription as well.
He just loves telling us random shit like that. Like how...
Right, so before we go, who's your dickhead of the week?
Oh, Logan Paul. Sorry, but I hate him for being on wrestling.
Mine is James Charles. Why is James Charles... Right, I don't care if... Alright, listen, I don't care if Logan Paul was on fucking wrestling, right? Pedophilia is worse than someone coming on wrestling.
I said from day dot that he was a paedophile.
Day dot. There's never been a day called dot.
Literally, I've been saying since the tatty thing that he was a paedophile.
A pedo.
He was a paedophile.
No, but like but this is like kind of proves it. So
Yeah.
we were kind of skeptical then, but now it's proven. So he is the dickhead.
He is the dickhead of the game.
Who's right, and then who's the hero of who's the awesome guy of the
that
week?
depends, because there's been so many things that have happened, good wise, but I don't know, because it's gonna sound right nerdy.
What?
Like,
Nico Amalana.
who's that? Who the fuck's that?
You don't know who Nico is?
No.
He's running for he's a YouTuber.
I'm running for fucking president.
Yes.
I seen
From the
kids-
Beta Squad.
kids I tweeting it, no.
No, but I'm saying I think he's a hero because if he right, 'cause guys, if Nico becomes mayor of London, imagine his first ever ruling going to what is it to ban Logan Paul from entering to London. There you go, done.
I was trying to do that with Donald Trump. Look what happened.
No. The fact is, there was a thing though because of the fact is that he is a fucking racist.
Yeah. Anyway, my hero of the week has to go to the Psoriasis Support UK. Because as a psoriasis person myself, I did not know this group existed, by the way. Somebody could have told us.
Mm-hmm.
But they have accepted me in their group and literally answered any questions I had about psoriasis. I didn't know what shampoo to use, if I could use bath bombs, anything. Literally, the Psoriasis Group UK is literally mad. It really does help. You can ask them anything and they'll come up and tell you. I've made friends on the group. They've told us about things what I can and can't do.
Yeah.
And they've helped me more than the doctors. Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Next podcast, right? We could do a live podcast.
My birthday.
Right, Wiss's birthday. We're gonna have is May the 4th.
Which is a bank holiday.
Yeah, and it's National Star Wars Day, so we're gonna be wearing our Star Wars t-shirts.
I don't have a Star Wars t-shirt.
Get a Star Wars t-shirt. Then I've said if you want to tune in, it's either going.
I'll probably not be live as long, obviously.
I know it's not gonna be long. It's just gonna be
It's my birthday, obviously.
like an hour.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, that's how.
As long as I can get me Star Wars marathon in.
Aye, but yeah, next podcast would be on May the 4th, and it would be more details would be on Twitter and Instagram. But yeah, and it's going to be live on this channel. So if you want to join in, if you want to join in, don't drink.
Don't drink, kids.
Don't drink, kids. But if you want to join, please join. It'll be fine. Interact with us in the chat. You can ask us live questions.
That would be
that.
absolutely mad.
We could do some podcasts on studio.
On studio.
You know, the podcasting app where you can just see your face and people can send voicemails to you for questions.
I mean, whatever.
Have a look. I'll show you on my thing. But yeah, so if you did enjoy this podcast, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you again. Peace.